Hi there, friends. Although snakes are notorious for being scary, that doesn't mean other animals can't hurt them. There are instances when they are unable to defend themselves from their prey. There are so many animals that come out on top after killing a snake that your head will spin. Here are 10 times snakes messed with the wrong opponent. And with that, let's do this. Mongoose. Mongooses are carnivores with long, slender bodies, and their diet primarily consists of meat, with their large mouths and sharp teeth. They possess an advantage in the wild. Despite their small size, they sometimes hunt and conquer animals larger than themselves. These formidable hunters primarily target snakes as their main source of food. They dedicate most of their time to hunting and killing snakes, including venomous ones, while mongooses typically prefer to hunt in groups. This lone female takes on a cobra all by herself to intimidate the cobra. The mongoose flips its tail, making itself appear larger. The cobra strikes first, targeting the mongoose tail. Although initially at a disadvantage, the resilient mongoose refuses to give up and fights back with increased vigor. The cobra is exceptionally fast and can strike without warning, but the mongoose persists, relentlessly searching for the cobra's weak point. Punches from both animals are exchanged, and they both understand that a momentary display of weakness would mean defeat. Eventually, the animals go their separate ways, as neither is willing to yield. Interestingly, the Indian gray mongoose is notorious for hunting and killing even the mighty king cobra. If the fight had continued for longer, it would have likely ended in a similar manner. Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are tiny and harmless-looking animals, despite their size. They have a natural defense against snakes. These sharp spikes on their bodies prevent predators from bullying them. However, it doesn't entirely keep them away from danger. Sometimes predators approach them to try their luck, but they get a run for their money. Whenever a snake approaches a hedgehog, it gets a mouthful of these spikes as a reward. This leaves the reptile bleeding and seeking help. The hedgehog becomes an opportunist at this point. It then bites the snake's head to deliver the killing blow. The rest is history. This king cobra took the hedgehog unaware, which didn't translate into a landslide win. The snake struck after raising part of its body and targeting the player's head. Reality dawned on the cell, and before I realized it, the fangs quickly penetrated its skin and weakened it. The hedgehog didn't need to fight for too long to humble the king cobra. Its fangs did the magic. Thankfully, the snake reserved some strength to flee the scene. This tiny mammal was ready to finish what it started. Secretary Bern. The secretary bird is native to sub-Saharan Africa. These magnificent birds can strike a snake with a force 5 times their own body weight. Accomplishing this feat within a contact period of only 10 to 15 milliseconds, locals admire them for their ability to handle cobras, adders, and other serpents. Their exceptionally long legs aid them in striking and stomping on their prey. Additionally, they possess supervision, allowing them to target snakes from a considerable distance. In this clip, both the cobra and the secretary bird are poised for a fight right from the beginning. They circle each other patiently, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. The bird skillfully uses its long legs to provoke the snake, creating a dramatic display. Unfortunately, the snake eventually surrenders after enduring a few powerful kicks from the bird. At this point, the victorious bird calls upon its mate to join in devouring the defeated prey. Honey badger. The honey badger may look small and harmless, but they're snake killers who unleashed terror on their attackers. Not even venomous snakes are spared. All badgers have incredibly thick skins and are very agile. They're also resistant to venom. Whenever a snake becomes hyperactive and tries to attack them, the honey badger quickly turns the tables. If they can take on bears and lions, why not snakes? This is a typical scenario. In one instance, a badger was walking past a snake when the reptile thought it had found an easy meal. It targeted the badger's head, assuming it was a weak point. Unfortunately for the snake, it underestimated its opponent. Nothing scares the honey badger, not even a hungry mole snake. The badger continued to approach, even as the snake attempted to escape. It was determined to see the fight through to the end. Eventually, the snake gave up and settled down, accepting defeat. The badger then enjoyed its meal, bringing the game to a close. Raccoons. Raccoons are nocturnal animals who spend the day hiding at night to hunt food. They eat fruits, veggies, fish, frogs, insects, and other small animals. Sometimes they go out of their way to hunt, kill, and consume snakes. They don't kill these reptiles with their bare paws. Instead, these intelligent creatures devise a more innovative way to do that. They often crush the snake's head with a rock or a heavy item. That way, it becomes weak and dies. It proceeds to eat the meal afterwards. Snakes are a great source of protein for raccoons. This video is filmed at a zoo in Oklahoma. It shows the moment these raccoons found a snake in their cage. They came after it with their strength. While the snake put up a fight, they eventually grabbed on with both hands, devouring it into bits. Horses, both wild and domesticated, are known for their gentle nature. However, it's important to not underestimate them when threatened. Horses can defend themselves and wouldn't hesitate to attack a snake, whether or not it's venomous. In such situations, horses typically prioritize neutralizing the threat before asking questions. They have a powerful method of killing snakes, using their stomping force by repeatedly rearing up on their hind legs and pouncing on the intruder with their full weight. They can effectively eliminate the snake. In a specific incident, a horse unexpectedly found itself in a confrontation with a venomous snake. Initially unprepared for a fight, the horse quickly remembered the strength and power of its hooves. It fiercely stomped on the snake until the reptile weakened. Unfortunately, the outcome of the fight is unknown, as it wasn't witnessed or described. Some horse species may choose to flee rather than engage in combat. Fox. Foxes belong to the Kennedy family. These creatures are opportunistic omnivores that eat whatever is available to them, including snakes. They prefer meat over plant-based foods and only consume plants when meat is scarce. Snakes are among their favorite foods, and like badgers, foxes are naturally immune to snake venom. In this particular video, we see a fennec fox searching for food, unaware that a snake is lurking nearby, waiting for the perfect opportunity to attack instead of being on the defensive. The fox confronts the snake directly. Both animals engage in a fierce battle with the fox, who uses its lightweight body to maneuver and avoid being bitten. The fox attempts to bite the snake's head, but the reptile proves to be swift and elusive. The fight is intense, with neither animal showing signs of giving up. However, after a minute of struggle, one animal weakens and surrenders. Can you guess who? The fox emerges victorious, having the last laugh, and enjoys its meal before moving on to seek another prey. Alligators. Alligators aren't particularly agile reptiles, yet they're formidable opponents to fast-paced snakes. These ambush predators carefully observe their surroundings before making a move. Snakes, unfortunately, can rarely survive the alligator's deadly bite because of their enormous jaws. Once captured, these formidable predators swiftly crush and swallow the snakes in a single breath. Sometimes these battles can endure for hours. This python found itself in the wrong aquatic environment. While alligators compete with snakes as top predators, they're unmatched by these massive reptiles. When sharing the same territory, they often engage in resource-driven conflicts. Interestingly, the alligator's mouth is always open, ready to seize the snake at its most vulnerable point. Regrettably, most snakes lack the opportunity to defend themselves effectively. Their fangs can't easily pierce the thick skin of alligators, placing the reptiles at a clear advantage. Escaping the alligator's wrath becomes nearly impossible for the snakes. Although snakes occasionally attempt to intimidate alligators, particularly juveniles, they don't always succeed in getting away unscathed. Snake eagle. Snakes are often afraid of only a few animals in the wild, and snake eagles are one of them. Although smaller than regular eagles, they become huge when soaring in the air. They can spot food in midair and dive to capture it with their talons. As we can see in this video, the snake is sometimes headstrong and doesn't give in easily. However, the snake eagle persists, pressing the animal hard with its legs and poking it until it dies. It remains in one position until the snake succumbs. The snake eagle's legs are protected with various layers of skin. This thick layer helps to shield it from the snake's venom. This is advantageous for the bird, as it primarily targets cobras and black mamas, which are considered the world's deadliest snakes. When not hunting snakes, the snake eagles also prey on fish, bats, lizards, and rodents. Great horned owl. Great horned owls possess horned-like tufts of feathers on their heads, which give the appearance of actual horns and can intimidate potential predators. These owls are capable of hunting and capturing a wide range of prey, including animals larger than themselves. Their sharp talons boast a grip of strength of 28 tarn, making it challenging for their prey to escape. In addition to snakes, great horned owls also hunt scorpions, frogs, rodents, and various other creatures. Their diet includes approximately 13 species of snakes, including venomous ones. Their immunity to snake venom makes these reptiles a satisfying meal for the owls. In one particular instance, this owl, commonly observed as a snake, approached. It remained unfazed by the threat, despite the snakes circling around it, seemingly believing it had the upper hand. The owl, a skilled predator, stayed composed while strategizing his next move. When the snake made its first strike, the owl swiftly activated its defense mechanism and prepared to fight. The owl targeted the snake's head with its beak while firmly gripping the rest of the snake's body with its talons. It maintained a secure hold until the snake weakened, although the final outcome is not revealed. Nonetheless, it's evident that the owl possessed a significant advantage throughout the encounter. Until next time.